in Ghana yet another important monument to the collective struggle of the African peoples to get their rightful place in this world.
An historic agreement signed in New York this week between the government of Ghana and the W.E.B. DuBois Museum Foundation. The agreement allows the foundation to develop the small existing DuBois Center in Accra into a world-class living museum complex and memorial, honoring one of history's most renowned Black intellectuals and activists.
Du Bois is an important figure in our history and in the history of the Black peoples of the world. And I think that this attempt to commemorate and expand his presence in our history is a good thing for all of us.
Du Bois had strong ties to Ghana and a close friendship with Kwame Nkrumah, the first president of Ghana. The two visionaries met in 1945 at the African Congress in Manchester, where African and diaspora leaders came together to address colonialism and racism in America and Europe. President Nkrumah later invited the then 93-year-old Du Bois to move to Accra with his wife, where he became a Ghanaian citizen and spent his final 2 years living and working in the bungalow that is the current DuBois Center in Accra. That bungalow will now be refurbished as part of the museum complex.
The Du Bois' home in Accra is, as a result, an important site in the history of Africa's relationship with the transatlantic diaspora, whose shape was so profoundly determined by these two extraordinary men, men of action who were also intellectuals, patriots who were also internationalists.
Often called the father of modern Pan-Africanism, Du Bois was the first African American to earn a doctorate from Harvard. He was one of the founders of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, the NAACP, and a major force behind African unity and the struggle for African independence. The multi-million-dollar museum complex will be designed by renowned Ghanaian architect Sir David Adjaye, who designed the Smithsonian Museum of African American History and Culture in Washington, D.C. The government and the foundation hope the new W.E.B. Du Bois Museum complex will become a symbol of African unity for all Africans and African diaspora throughout the world.
So, Mr. President, let me reassure you of our commitment to making your beloved Ghana a hub of Pan-African research and heritage tourism.
We are quite determined as a nation to make Ghana the mecca of tourism and Pan-Africanism in the world.
Ghana's president, Akufo-Addo, has invited African diaspora to contribute to the continent's development through the government's Year of Return and Beyond the Return campaigns. The initiatives promote economic empowerment and encourage African diaspora to return to Africa, whether for a visit, to invest, or to live.
The new liberation is about economic emancipation and trade. Ghana now begins to represent the idea of the total liberation of the African race, wherever they may be.
The president and his government often note Ghana today is building an economy beyond aid.
I think the boys will be very glad. Africa beyond aid, that we need to be able to empower ourselves. Let's do things for ourselves, and this is precisely what Du Bois was preaching.